Hello class and welcome to American Literature. I'm Mrs. Price. I'll be serving as your instructor for the next 5 weeks. We have a unique situation on our hands where we are studying online for an on-the-ground course. Now, I want you all to follow along with me in the online platform as you'll be navigating through D2L for the remainder of this term, and it's an exciting opportunity to be able to explore some opportunities online where you would typically be discussing these themes and principles in a classroom, in a traditional classroom. So I'm excited to get started with you all, and if you could please follow along with me. I'm here in the course documents folder, as you can see, and as we work through this content, I'll go through it as quickly as possible so that I don't take up too much of your time. We have the course syllabus here. I'd love for you all to look over that, and the CAG's policy and resources document, which are great and fantastic resources available to you all. These are the weekly discussion 2 responses. So there's several questions that we will delve into during the second discussion forum. All of that will be covered in our virtual online classroom meeting. So I'll get into that in just a bit. Before we do that, I want you all to be following the APA template, which is available here in the course documents folder. I'll bring it here onto the screen so that you all can see what a title page looks like with the running head, and then navigating on to the rest of your paper. This is what I will be expecting in terms of format for all of your assignments that you'll be submitting this term, and that includes a title page for each of those assignments. If you have more questions about that, you can let me know. We'll navigate to the Week 1 course content folder. As you can see, we are an on-ground classroom meeting online due to this pandemic, so all of the responses will actually be delved into in our virtual classroom. That meets on Thursday nights from 6 to 9 p.m., and that is based on the Central Time Zone. So 6 to 9 p.m. is our meeting time, and we'll get into the virtual classroom there as you guys are able to participate in some real face-to-face interactions in this class, which is exciting. I'm looking forward to that. For the first week, for week 1, we'll be delving a little bit into late romanticism, mostly into realism, and then furthermore into a bit of naturalism, but week 2 really covers a lot of the naturalistic components that we will be delving into within this class. We'll wait until week 2 to really get into some naturalistic aspects that you'll see revealed to you in literature, but for the most part, week 1 will focus on realism. Now I want to navigate quickly to our online textbook. You'll see the table of contents here. You see some themes that are presented throughout the pieces of literature found within the realm of late romanticism, realism, naturalism, and then we'll go into modernism and postmodernism as the course continues. I wanted you all to get a feel for that before we continue on with the weekly content. And as you prepare for our sessions on Thursday, I want you guys to be thinking of some questions that you may want to ask me. Your microphones will be available, so if you all want to ask some questions, we can do that just from a face-to-face perspective, but also there's a chat, so if you guys are more comfortable using the chat, that is available to you, so you could pose those questions to me during our Thursday meetings, and I'll be more than willing to answer what questions I can. Determining just how this course goes, you may have some questions, some concerns, and maybe you have some questions about the literature, which I'm mostly excited about, and I hope you do have questions about the literature. So week 1 discussion 1 and discussion 2 we will get into on Thursday night. Come prepared, having read the assignments and working through the content so that you know how you're going to answer some of those questions. And then finally we'll get into the assignment for week 1, which is a literature essay. Again, I'd like you guys to be using the APA template for your literature essay as you prepare that, and then working through either option A or option B. So as you read through this prompt, please note this essay is due on Monday at 11:59 p.m., and Monday is considered day 7 of the course, if you ever see that recognized in my announcements. And the word count should be appropriate, as you can see here on the module, that I'm going to be expecting some things, and you can look at the essay grading rubric that is also available in the course content folder as you consider what I will be expecting. Again, if you have questions about any of this, we will be meeting on Thursday, and that will be a great opportunity for you to pose those questions so that the rest of the class can also receive answers for questions that they might have or might not know to ask just yet. So come prepared Thursday night for a great meeting. We're going to gather together at 6 p.m. Central Time, and we'll work through some important content, explore some realistic aspects presented to us in the literature, and really delve into this course with fresh minds and a great virtual classroom available to us through D2L. I look forward to seeing you all and meeting you all on Thursday night. And if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to email me. Looking forward to a great term.